Hello guys! For those who don't know me yet, my name is Marcelo, and I'll start by saying that this sequence of tutorials is part of my course about WordPress theme development with Bootstrap. At the end of this lesson, you have more details about it. But now, I would like to get right to the point. As we go through the next lessons, I will be explaining everything you need to know in order to get your theme ready to Gutenberg. This new tool yet to be officially launched by WordPress, named after the great German inventor of the printing press. By the time I record this video, Gutenberg is still being developed. The official release is expected for the year 2018, along with WordPress version 5.0. So maybe if you're watching this video by the end of 2018 or later, you don't even need to wonder what Gutenberg is. But right now, that's a question I need to answer here. Basically, Gutenberg is the new WordPress editor. Its main goal remains the same of the old editor. Under the hood, content created in the editor is still sent to the same WordPress post table and still retrieved by the content function within the same loops. But it would be unfair to say that it's just a redesign of the old editor. The WordPress team is really expecting to see Gutenberg as a watershed in content creation. It's a new way of thinking about the content, and is reaching us as a whole new alternative for rich content creation for pages, posts, and custom post types within the CMS. WordPress promises that creating content with this new tool will become much faster, easier, and without mysteries. That is why we're having so much buzz around its official release. Well, if it is going to be easier or not, only time will tell. For now, like everything new, Gutenberg has been causing a bit of controversy, mainly because, let's be real, it's really annoying and complicated to deal with changes. That's part of being human. If you look at the WordPress plugins repository, where Gutenberg is already available as a plugin, before the official release, of course, which will then bring it into the core. Look, most people don't feel satisfied. Bugs are still crucial for the project, as you'll see as we go through the lessons, but we're still at the beginning. Gutenberg is still evolving. Over the next lessons, my goal will be to explain how Gutenberg works. We'll understand its basic functions, only the main ones, okay, since reason number one, as the tool is still evolving, new features will be incorporated with time, and reason number two, this course is more focused on developers, so we're going to limit ourselves here to explaining what will change from the developer's point of view, not the end user's point of view, right? But anyway, the basic features I'm going to show you will already help you stand on your own 2 feet as Gutenberg evolves. The main strategy here will be that we'll grab the theme that we are developing in this course, and we'll see what more we need to add to say in the end that the theme is Gutenberg ready. If you're not yet a student of my course, you're watching this lesson on YouTube, I will leave the link for you to download the basic theme of this course with instructions on how to install and such here in the video description below, so you can follow all lessons without any problem, okay? You see that it's not so difficult, and you'll be able to offer a theme, whether for your client or anywhere else. You can say it's ready for Gutenberg. As I said before, this is an evolving tool. Then possibly new lessons will be added to the course if there's any other functionality that impacts your work as a theme developer. So stay tuned. Well, I talked too much, but I didn't show anything to you until now. In this first lesson then, I'll start by installing and enabling Gutenberg in our WordPress installation. By the time I record this video, WordPress version 4.9.8 has just been released. So this version is showing this invitation right here on the dashboard, inviting users to get to know the new publishing tool. So you can be sure that your client will want to know what this little thing here is. So soon your theme will need to comply with the latest requirement, let's say. But there's no reason to panic right now. You have the options to install Gutenberg here by clicking this button which says install Gutenberg. Or you can also download it directly from the plugin repository, which means also going to plugins, add new, search for Gutenberg, and it's gonna be here. If you're already using WordPress 5.0, there is no need to do this, since Gutenberg will be included by default in WordPress. However, if we go back here to the home page, you see that we can continue using the classic editor, which still uses the tiny MCE extension. I believe that from version 5.0 onwards, there should also be a way to choose whether or not to use Gutenberg. No one knows exactly at the moment. Well, let's start off. First, it's always recommended to back up your installation, okay? You never know. I'm going to click here to install Gutenberg. And as soon as I click activate, this demo page appears. And this is Gutenberg, our new editor. And here's an interesting thing. If you compare this new look and the classic editor, it's not that the editor has been only redesigned. It's been totally revisited. Gutenberg is totally different from the classic tiny MCE editor. And if we scroll down to see the content, we'll see a lot of things that we couldn't get before using the old classic editor. For example, image galleries like this one, or a full-size image like this, or a full-size video. Indeed, a lot of fantastic stuff when compared to the old editor. In fact, those things were possible, but it was more difficult to achieve all this. We needed to rely on shortcodes, but then we could only see the code in the editor, but not its result inside the editor screen as you can now. Or we needed to use plugins. Gutenberg is coming to change that, making things more clear, like video embedding, for example. A lot of people used unnecessary plugins for this. Now the process is more clear. Just add a block and you're done. In a way, the editor looks a lot like those page builders like Divi Builder, Elementor, Visual Composer, and others. Gutenberg is not going to replace page builders, even because it's not coming to put anyone out of business, as the WordPress team has already stated. And it's quite the opposite. It's coming to evolve WordPress so there's more business to be had in the future for everyone. So it won't replace page builders, but in a way it will bring a similar experience for the user. But before, your theme needs to be prepared to use all this in the best possible way. That's what we'll start learning in the next lessons. As I told you, this sequence of tutorials is a part of my course on WordPress Theme Development with Bootstrap. You can learn more about the course by visiting the link that is available in the video description below. This link has a discount coupon, and you can use this coupon to follow the complete course on a budget, cheaper than taking your family to watch a movie in the cinema. After creating your first theme with your first client, you see that the course pays for itself many times over. More than 11,000 students are learning WordPress here with me, and I think after you follow these lessons, you'll end up understanding why. Well, I'll see you then in the next lesson. Until then.